Live momentarily. All right, we are live, and I'm just going to kick off the show. Hello, everybody. You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. I am your celebration tour correspondent, Stefan. On our very special bonus episode today on the show, we have a special guest. He's come all the way from the North Pole, the one and only Santa Claus. Everybody, give it up for Santa Claus. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. So, everybody, this is Santa Claus, aka Jerry Wise, who everyone might know was on stage with Madonna at the Celebration Tour this past Tuesday in Washington, D.C., and along with Madonna created a now viral moment when one of Madonna's dancers took a bit of a tumble with Santa, and we're going to talk all about that. But welcome to the show, Jerry.
Thank you very much, Stefan, for having me. I appreciate it.
I thank you for being so spontaneous. I had literally put a call out for all of our listeners to track you down because I didn't know how to find you. I was like, we have to get Santa Claus on the show, and somebody did. They messaged me this morning, so I appreciate you being super spontaneous because I know that this is your busy time of the year. I think you're busier than Mariah Carey at this time of year. So thank you for being here, and I'm not going to keep you too long. But so let's just jump right in. How did that moment with you and Madonna happen? How did you end up on stage with her?
Well, I got a call from an agency that I belong to. It's a worldwide Santa Claus network.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by Ed Taylor. He's the California. He's a Hollywood Santa, and they must have put a call in. Madonna's people must have put a call in. Do you have a Santa that you know that's in the Washington D.C. area? And he said yes. He recommended me. I've known him for quite a while, and so I got the call. And they were looking at another Santa. Had to wait for a little bit, and they got back to me and said, "We want to book you."
Nice.
So they booked me, and I suited up and dashed down there, and was down there right around 7 o'clock in the evening. I got the call at 3:30. Got down about 7. Madonna came on about 10,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course I was there for the whole show until she left. So yeah.
Oh, so you this wasn't not this was like the day of you were booked for this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, because we had wondered, like she's been bringing people up at every show of the tour so far, and we were wondering like, oh, how far in advance is this happening? So for you, it literally happened the day of the show.
It certainly did, yes.
What was it like getting the call to go on stage with Madonna? Were you excited? Were you like, you didn't know what to expect? Did they tell you what was going to happen?
No, not really. Well, they told me they prepared me.
Oh, I think Santa froze. Let's hope Santa's Wi-Fi comes back. Jerry, if you can hear me, you're a little frozen right now. Oh, I think I hear him coming. I think he's coming back.
I mean, I couldn't wait for the opportunity. I mean, so yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be? My goodness gracious! It's this wonderful Madonna. Yeah.
So Jerry, you froze on my end a little bit. I don't know if you froze to everybody, but I missed out. So you said that they did prepare you for what was going to happen? Yes.
They prepared me as far as what we were going to do. Madonna and I both were going to judge the dancers, and we would hold up the number 10. Or if there was one that was dressed in pink, that was a no-go. That was a chop. So we did that one. So that was I was prepared for. Other than that, that's the only thing I knew we were going to do.
Okay, so they didn't say a dancer's going to hop onto your lap.
No, that didn't. No. that was a spur of the moment thing.
Right. So I was in the dance pit at sort of at the middle of the catwalk that you were on. You were at the end of the catwalk, and I had taken a picture, which is now what I say the definitive picture of you and Madonna, which I sent to you.
It's beautiful.
It's an amazing shot of you, and I was so glad to be able to take that. And then I started taking video, and I was able to catch that moment of her hopping on your lap. So a lot of people theorized that was planned. That was not planned, was it?
No, not at all. It was not planned at all. And actually, when it happened, when I went down, I couldn't hold her. So when I went down, um, after looking at the video, I actually fell on top of her,
Yeah.
and I was concerned. But at the immediate moment, what I was concerned with was getting my glasses, getting
Uh-huh.
my hat, getting back up on that stool, and getting the show going. Because I was concerned, to be perfectly honest with you, Stefan, that had ruined the show. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I fell on live stage, and so
Yeah.
I wanted to correct myself as soon as possible. Madonna was very, very gracious. She said, when I got up, she said, you may be able to see it in the video. Are you okay? I said, yes, I'm fine. So that's what I did. I tried to recover as quickly as possible. And I think I did that. So
Yeah, you did great. I was surprised. Like we were all laughing because not laughing at you, but laughing at the dancer because like she just got up and kept twirling. Like
she could, yes, she did.
she threw the hat at you, and I
She
was
kept
like,
going.
like, she knew what she was just doing her job. But
Yes,
so you weren't injured, yes? Yeah, I mean you're fine.
I'm fine. And her people were so gracious. Her medical people looked at me and checked me out to make sure that I was okay.
Oh,
And after
good.
I'd seen the video later on, I noticed that the poor dancer, I laying on top of her, I had a couple 100 pounds going on top of her. I thought, oh my goodness. So I inquired, how are you doing? How's she doing? And her name is Leanne, I believe. I'm not sure. But anyway, she says yes, she's doing fine.
Oh, that's
So
good.
so she's fine. Yeah, so everything's
Well,
good.
yeah, was it just like you just got thrown off with the like because you weren't expecting her and then you just slipped off the chair?
Exactly. My royal robe is made of velvet, and that was a metal
Oh,
chair, so it was quite slippery to
yeah.
get up on anyway. So it was. There's no way I couldn't have held her, and it just we both
Yeah.
just went down.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
when I remember when I was watching it, I knew that that was not meant to happen,
no,
and I was like, "Oh my God, I can't!" Like, I felt bad for you. I felt bad for the dancer, but all that to say, honestly, it made probably one of the most memorable tour moments I've seen so far of the entire tour. I mean, like having you on stage next to her was visually amazing to see, but then having like a small accident like that. I mean, I'm glad you're both okay,
we
but
are.
that is, if you were injured, it would have been not as fun. But like the fact that you're both okay and you were both able to sort of enjoy the moment or what I mean, because it has just gone crazy all over the internet, as you know. I mean,
I've seen
has your phone just been nonstop ringing?
it's been busy. It's been busy. I have a flurry of interest. Yes, and I'm actually advising some of my clients I normally book. I said, you may want to book a year in advance, which a lot of my clients do anyway, because
Hmm.
I'm getting a flurry of interest. So yes,
Yeah, I
yes,
was gonna say it's got to be good for business
it
now that
is.
you're the Santa Claus that's danced on or sat on stage with Madonna. I mean,
Yes.
that's did so you got to did you get that picture that they took of the group of you after? Because I know it was
Yes.
like you with her daughter, her and her son. Did they send that
Yes.
to you?
They sure did. Yeah, that was a wonderful picture as well.
Nice. And so no contact with Madonna afterwards, right? Because she's just too busy with the show, right? You didn't get
No,
to see her.
I actually asked her people when we went back to the dressing room that I was in. I said, can I thank her, for the opportunity? And they said, no. She kind of after these shows, they kind of whisper off pretty quickly,
Yeah.
to an undisclosed hotel and things, which
Sure, sure, sure.
makes sense. So
Oh, so they
so
had you in a dressing room backstage, right? Because I was wondering, I'm like, where did they put you, and how did you get to the audience? Because I don't think anybody saw you. Like, did you walk to the seat or walk to the stairs, or how did you get up
yes,
there?
yes, with it's a little office that they had. They were kind of doing their communications, and I sat there and waited for the time for us to be called. And when we were called, we walked in the first row of the arena, and I was getting some nice hi Santas, how you doing, and things like that, and everything. And then they had 5 steps for me to walk up on to get on the stage, and they guided
Yeah,
me up there, and then that's how I got up on stage.
I
But
see.
when I left, Stefan, after the fall, and when I left, the outpour, and I heard the gasp and the awes, oh my goodness, is Santa okay? But when I left and I walked the same path, the high fives, the fist bumps, the I love you Santas, can I take a picture? I mean, it was
Yeah,
just phenomenal,
yeah.
so it turned into a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Yeah, oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear because I mean, that video has gone viral. I mean, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but there's an account called Saint Hoax. They've got like millions of followers, and they post memes of big moments that are happening in pop culture. And they had reached out to me asking if they could use my video that I'd posted of the moment on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, sure,
Absolutely.
and it's gone crazy on the internet. So
I
yeah,
have to look it up.
you've got quite the attention from that moment, which I'm very happy about. So I have another question. How did you have the energy to stay up so late? I mean, because Madonna doesn't go on very early, as we all know.
No, not at all. And I got the call, as I said before, at 3:30. Well, I have a wonderful, wonderful product that I use. It's called Life Wave, and
Uh-huh.
they have energy enhancers, and they're patches. There's a little
Uh-huh.
patch, like a little patch right there, and you put
Oh,
one on
so
your
sort of
right.
like a little nicotine patch
Yeah,
almost.
it's a small patch,
Uh-huh.
and one on right, one on your left, and it gives you a very smooth awareness type of energy, not like an energy drink, where
Yeah.
those
Oh
aren't real
God. No,
good for you.
I can't do
They're not
energy
good for you.
drinks. They make me feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. I can't.
Exactly. These are very smooth. It's a wonderful product. And if you like, look, it's lifewave.com
Uh-huh.
slash Santa Jerry Wise with a J, WISE. That's lifewave.com slash Santa Jerry Wise. It's phenomenal. And whoever tries it and uses it, they'll be coming back, I'm sure. But for me to go from 3:30 in the afternoon to quarter to one at 72 years old,
Yeah.
okay, and, and, and then drive home. I had to drive an hour and a half after that.
Wow.
It was I was even keel energy the whole time. And the nice
Oh,
thing about the patch
nice.
is you take the patch off, you go to sleep with no problem.
Oh,
There's no
nice. Oh,
effects
that's good.
anymore.
Well, see, there you go. Everyone is wondering how, like they complain that Madonna goes on quote unquote too late or whatever. And there you go. If you want to get a patch to stay up late with Madonna, get your Energy Wise Santa Jerry patch.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, so tell us about your business. So your business where you are doing Santa Claus is called Santa Warms the Heart.
Yes.
And tell us about your services.
Sure. Well, my website is santawarmstheheart.com.
Hmm.
Okay. Feel free to visit there. You can contact me. There's a contact page here as well. I service the Washington metropolitan area, Delmarva Peninsula on the eastern shore of Maryland. I've been doing it for about 5 years now. And each year it's become
You had to
successful.
grow into the Santa
Yes.
role, right? That's not
Yes.
something you can do at 30.
No, you really learn. I went to several schools. I went to the International School for Santas in Denver, Colorado, spent a week there to learn
Get
how to
out
build
of here.
a
Is
Santa.
that for
Yeah,
real?
absolutely. And it's a hoot to get in a room with 50 different Santas in there. So yeah, so I learned my mission was to be the absolute best that I could be, the most professional I could be. My suit is custom made by Adele's of Hollywood. She
Wow.
does a lot of the film industry suits, so every stitch is custom made. So my level of professionalism, I wanted to make sure was very, very high, and I
And
think I
your
achieved
beard
it.
is real.
Oh, my beard's real. Absolutely, this is real. Yeah,
We
this is
there's
real.
when we watched you on stage, I was like, Madonna found the real Santa Claus. Like she flew him in from the North Pole in order to be here. I was like, it's like you looked so amazing as Santa Claus.
Thank you
So
so much.
well done. And you do like private events, or you like a mall Santa, or you do anything, everything.
I tried them all once. I won't do that anymore because it's more of an assembly line. So what I do is like today, I have two home visits. I'll
Hmm.
go there, and the children will get individual attention from Santa.
Nice.
And I do the Talbot County Country Club. I do a skating rink. I do breakfast with Santa at a church.
Hmm.
I did it the same day I did the Madonna event. In the early morning, I was at a nursery school in Cambridge, Maryland. So I went from nursery school to Madonna in one day. So
Wow. That's a diverse clientele.
yeah, yes.
Oh, that's amazing. And how busy are you from like when does your busy season start and end? Are you busy through right up until Christmas Day?
Yeah, well, it starts really in November. I have two photographers that do photo shoots for their clients so they can have them for their Christmas cards.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's in November. But the day after Thanksgiving, boom. I mean, it starts and it's every day after that up until I have one at Christmas Eve. And I prefer not to do Christmas Day because I want to spend time with family.
Sure.
Um, you know, I'm actually a full time RVer. We
Hmm.
travel the country in our off season, and we've been to 48 states, including Alaska. It's been wonderful, wonderful
Wow. So
on the
you're
road.
driving, so you're in like well, I guess RV camper van type of
It's
that's
a
where you
coach,
that
yeah,
is that your house?
absolutely. It's a fifth wheel. It's beautiful. It's just a luxury fifth wheel. It's wonderful, and we do that. But we come back here because I'm from Maryland in November, December, and I spend time with my own children and grandchildren and
Hmm.
portray Santa. And then we go down to Florida starting in January for 4 months, and then we travel the country after that. So it's a wonderful
Wow.
lifestyle.
Did you ever watch that movie Nomad with Frances McDormand, where it's all about like uh people living in RVs and the RV communities and how they're like traveling around the world? And yeah, it was an amazing movie. She's super great in that. And they actually use people who are like non-actors, like they're real people who are living in the RV communities around the world. It was fascinating to me.
I have to look that up. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah. It's really. I think it was out like 2 years ago or something. But that's amazing. So you don't have a house. That's you just live in the
It,
RV,
ours is on wheels. We go where we park it. And
and it's not just you doing Santa Claus as well, right? Don't you? Your wife is Mrs. Claus, yes?
I have a beautiful Mrs. Claus. She brings an elegant aura to any event. If you go on my website, santawarmstheheart.com, and click on the gallery, you'll see her. A lot of times we go to these events, the children wonder her that they like the female, like the mom effect.
Well, I was gonna say, I think when I was a little kid, I was scared the very first time I met Santa Claus because I don't think people know what. Yeah, as a little kid, you don't know what to make of it. But
Right.
then when you realize, I think when kids get to the age where they realize, oh, this gentleman will give you a gift, then you're happy.
Exactly. I'm a little bit overwhelming to small children. So some will
Yeah.
cry and some will warm up, some don't, but a lot of times they'll go to her, and she
Oh,
has a little
that's yeah.
Christmas mouse she brings out, and she does some things to make them feel good. So yeah, it's a
Nice.
wonderful thing. But yes, she's beautiful. We're a successful couple. We actually did the National Christmas Tree lighting in 2020.
Oh,
Her
nice.
and I both. That's on the website as well. So we've had some wonderful venues. It's been a wonderful trip, if you will.
Amazing. Well, I know you're super busy and you've got a full day today, so I don't want to keep you too long. Um, we do a little segment on this show called the lightning round. I don't know how much of a Madonna fan you are. The answers are meant to be quick off the top of your head. I'll Christmasify this for you a little bit, but do you have a favorite Madonna song?
Vogue.
Okay. I was
Yes.
going to say, and I think you must be aware that Madonna has one Christmas song called Santa Baby.
Yes, that's
We
beautiful too.
we had wondered if she might perform Santa Baby at that show because that DC show that you were at was the closest tour date to Christmas she's ever had in her career. So we were wondering
Oh,
if that was going to happen, but I think having you on stage was her little tip of the hat to Christmas. So it,
yes.
it was great. Do you have a favorite Madonna album?
Um, Not exactly. I mean, I'm not sure which one Vogue is on, but that would be the one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how much of I mean, obviously you're aware of who Madonna is, but
Oh my goodness,
if
yes.
you're not like a super Madonna fan, I was gonna say one of our usual questions is favorite Madonna tour. I'm gonna say from now on, your favorite Madonna tour will have to be Celebration Tour
Oh,
since
absolutely.
you were a part of that.
No question about it.
Uh, well, everyone, that's our show for today. Santa Jerry, thank you for giving us your story of how you ended up on stage with her. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media and or online.
Absolutely. I'm on Facebook under Jerry Wise with a J, Wise, Wise. Feel free to friend me there. And my website is santawarmstheheart.com,
Hmm.
and I'm there. So, and there's a
And I think I
contact.
found you on Instagram too. Didn't I find you on
I am on
Instagram?
Instagram, yes, under Santa. I believe it's under Santa Jerry, yes.
Yes.
So, yes,
So I'll tag you so everybody can find you. And
that would be wonderful. That
yeah,
wonderful
yeah.
stuff.
And remember, everybody, you can find the podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at MLVC Podcast. If you'd like to donate to the show, we're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, tick that subscribe button so you never miss a video. This is our last show of the year. We're going to take a small little break, but we'll be back in 2024 to interview more people who are attending Madonna Celebration Tour. So you'll never want to miss a video. Until next time, Santa Jerry, thank you. Merry Christmas, Santa. can we get a ho 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 for the
Well,
people at
Merry
home?
Christmas to you. Ho, 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 ho. Absolutely. Thank you, Stefan, for having me.